40 years, 40 years I've walked these lines. Watch them struggle, watch them strain. A single thread holding on, while the world moves on. There's some things you just can't let go of. Out in the west where the lines grow thin, where the lights flicker low when the fights begin. A lifetime trying to keep the power alive, but the cost's too high and the dreams don't survive. I gave you my all, but I'm losing the fight. The grid's love story in the edge of the night. I first met you as a rookie, fresh on the scene. A single radial line feeding hills painted green. You were fragile, dependent, alone in the storm, but you whispered potential, a future to transform. They said, Serge, don't bother, it's too much to invest. That corner of the network ain't worth the stress. But I saw your beauty, your pulse through the land. I swore I'd find a way to give you a stronger hand. Over the decades, I ran every scheme, backup routes, new lines, even dreamed of a beam. But every proposal got lost in the math, and you stayed there alone on your vulnerable path. Every storm that rolled through left scars in the field. The poles cracked and swayed, but you never yield. We patched you together, we kept you online, but every fix was fleeting, just buying us time. I fought the boardrooms, I made my case, showed them the numbers, begged for grace. But eyes low, they'd always reply, too far out, too few served, let it lie. And still you stood there, asking for more. Your circuit's buzzing like a love I couldn't ignore. But love doesn't pay when the budget's tight, and I'm left here wondering, was I wrong, was I right? You give your heart to the grid, and sometimes it gives back. But other times, it's just a void. And out there in the west, where the power fades, you wonder if all the years meant something. Out in the west where the lines grow thin, where the lights flicker low when the fights begin. A lifetime trying to keep the power alive, but the cost too high and the dreams don't survive. I gave you my all, but I'm losing the fight. The grid's love story in the edge of the night. Now I'm older, and the plans gather dust. The promise of renewal buried in mistrust. They say let it fade, it's not worth the spend. But how do you turn your back on an old friend? I've walked those paths, felt the hum in the ground, seen the lives you power, heard the grateful sound. And even if the lights dim, even if you fade, you'll always be the grid I tried to save. 40 years and I couldn't fix you, but I never stopped trying, never stopped believing.